brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
One, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
here we go.
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow will throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13, big 13.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line.
Wide 80.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Bengals hit 11-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On the 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Plays hot.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The son Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10.
Yellow. 57.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, and then
what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. An inside give, Brown. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take down one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's get set. 12, can.
Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
11. Here we go. 180. 180. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tape. 11, mighty. 11, John.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Yellow.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prom.
Attack! Yellow! Yellow, yellow! I'm the blue lady!
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow!
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Patrick going to change the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
First down, Kansas City.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught right side by Woody. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Yellow. Right side.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Demetrius Knight. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. 180. Right side.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Right 80. Right side.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Get set. Stop. 180. 180. 11 mighty. Stop.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
Here we go.
This will be 3rd and 19.
180. 12. 12. 12. Stop.
They'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
15. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's second and 10.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Yellow.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go. White 80. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Mahomes will do it himself. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
I down these two. Oh, lady. Hey, 43. What's that?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Yellow. What's that?
Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 34 yards.
Hey, Sunday on Sunday.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou. What's that?
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Open man is Higgins. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
12. Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown, so here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
11.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A line of scrimmage once again to 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McPherson on for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Bengals 27, Chiefs 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 61 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Yellow.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Right, 80. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. That.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking,
I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. Quick slant to Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's first and goal.
Yellow. 40. Attack. Right on these two. Yellow. 43.
Mahomes will do it himself.
And he'll just throw this one over and away, and the security crew incomplete here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having.
And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
To throw, Burrow.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here comes second down. Burrow.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
12.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
11 MT. Big 13. 11. 12.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.